is that kind of episode again. A very special, online, in-store, third Bay Problems by Playcafe episode. My name is Leo. Here my co-host Rockhart. Carl, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Honestly, medyo ngarag tayo ngayon. I know ikaw galing ka pa trabaho today. So, like, for a very long broadcast. It's fun watching. Pero, yeah, these are the days where maghahanap kami talaga ng mga hahatakan soon kasi most likely we'll be busy in the next few weeks. So,
yeah. For those who don't know, Rockhart and I are MLBB esports talents, and it is the World Championship season, so it's M7, but that doesn't mean content will stop churning out. Of course, we know you love Beyblade, and we love Beyblade as well, and if you're looking for a place to play, why don't you drop by Playcafe? We're located in Upper McKinley Hill along Tuscany. We're open from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. on Mondays to Fridays. Saturdays, we open a little earlier, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. pa rin pala, normally. Wow! One of the few places in the BGC area that you can stay at till 2 a.m. Come visit us. You can check us out on social media on playcafebgc. That's at playcafebgc. We update that page almost every day. Well, literally every day. You can send us a message even to ask like what events are going down, if there's stocks of certain things you're looking for, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon TCG, of course BeybladeX. The new set, Lorwyn Eclipsed, is coming out on the weekend that this episode is being released. It's pre-release weekend, so if you're looking to join a PR for Lorwyn Eclipsed, hey, Playcafe might be the place to be. You can book your pre-release at Playcafe via the website playcafe.ph. Visit the website and like and subscribe if you haven't yet. This episode is special because we will be talking to our friends from Singapore.
yeah, the Singapore Bladers. We're going on a world tour. If you guys haven't noticed, we're trying to go global as much as we are. We love it in our cozy little shop, but we also want to know the culture of Beyblade all around the world.
That's how much we love Beyblade. We want to know what it's like everywhere. This episode will cover, what their tournaments are like, what their meta game is like, how these fine gentlemen stumbled upon this hobby. Basically, the ins and outs of the surface level of what Singaporean blading might be like, so that, you guys get a little bit of value out of the everyday that you play Beyblade here in the Metro. We'll be throwing it over to past Leo and past Rockhart as we talk to our friends. We hope you enjoy this conversation. Joining us from all the way across the pond on this very special episode of Third Bay Problems. Thank you, past Leo and Rockhart. We have our friends all the way from Singapore. I'll let them introduce themselves. All right? Daryl, go ahead. You first. I made contact with you first.
Yeah. So, hi, I'm Daryl. I run a social media channel called Playblade. It covers the tournaments, the various tournaments in Singapore, like top combos, the winners, and I also organize like a tournament once a month. Yeah. I started Beyblade in August, end of August, September.
Wow.
Yeah.
Relatively fresh, but very passionate.
Very fresh. Actually, Saini is the one. Saini is the one who introduced me to Beyblade. I bumped into him on the street. Like they were playing some. No, really. They were like playing some tournament along the street, along the road. And I was like, "Oh, was that Beyblade?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want to try?"
Saini, tell the good people who watch Third Way Problems all about yourself.
So I'm Saini, known in the community. So I'm from Team Trailbladers as well, and I'm also from the Easties community. So I post a little bit about Beyblade on my socials as well. I'm Inu's Garage on Instagram and TikTok, and you can find me as Saini on Twitter as well. So I'm kind of like a journeyman of sorts that plays competitions here and there. So I go to almost everywhere in Singapore to play, but not yet all the places. Probably like one or two is like not checked off my list.
Basically everywhere. And
Basically everywhere.
the last gentleman we have on as a guest for Third Way Problems is Sam. Sam, how are you doing?
Hi everyone. I'm Sam. I'm one of the co-founder for Trailbladers. So Trailbladers, we do mainly like combo testing for like new products. I hope some of you might have seen our videos, and hopefully it's helpful to everybody. Yeah. I do host Beyblade tournaments on a weekly basis. Yeah. So I remember my first tournament that I was hosting. It was all the way back when Phoenix Wing just released. So it's I think 2 years, more than 2 years.
2 years? Yeah.
Yeah. I started playing when Leon Claw first released. So I'm not all the way from the start, but pretty much at the front of BeybladeX. Yeah. The last before BeybladeX, I was in the plastic gen, the first gen. That was like when I was way younger. Yeah, I am very old.
I think we're all the same age, right? Just to
Most of us are, I think. Yeah.
just to level things out, you know, Rockhart and I are perpetually 25 years old.
Oh, I am 35.
At heart.
We're actually same age. Don't worry.
All right, we got doxed. I'm gonna stay to my number 25. All right, so Daryl, you mentioned that you literally bumped into Saini on the street, and that's how he got you into the hobby. What was that like? Can you share that experience with us? Because
there's this street called Geylang, right? So I was walking along the street. I was gonna buy like
that street is not known for Beyblade.
Yeah. Oh, you know. Hey, but I was with my girlfriend. So nothing
Fair.
shady. Nothing
Fair.
shady.
Fair.
Nothing shady. So they sell crystals there. So I was on my way to to a crystal shop, buy crystals, and then along the road there was this shop. I think it's called Fujiwara Tofu Shop. So it's modeled after like Initial D and something like that. So it's like a bar / cafe, and I think they host tournaments every week or so. So it just so happened that I walked past it and I was like, oh, Beyblade! I haven't seen people playing this in like so long, right? So I just like stood there for a bit. I was staring at it, and then Saini came up to me, or like rather I asked Saini like, so is this Beyblade? Like, do people actually play it? And it's like, yeah, people actually play it. You want to try? Then I was like, no, it's okay. I was just watching. He repeated, you want to try the whole night. Until I was like, yeah, okay, let me try. And then
Just watching. That's so me before. Like, I'm just watching. I just want to watch.
Yeah. And then he was like, oh, just try. And he took out like base to let me pull and everything. And then that was the start of me losing a lot of money in
Hey, that's one way. That's one way to put it. You lose money, you gain memories.
Of course.
So that's how Daryl got into it via the deep end. What is the origin of the origin, though? Saini, how did you get into Beyblade?
Oh, this is a really long story. So I have like a history of getting into hobbies that tend to poke a hole in your wallet, you know. So previously I was playing Tamiya Mini 4WD. So I think it's quite popular in the Philippines as well, right? Yeah. Then at that point, I think I saw like a couple of people starting to play Beyblade. This was about like 2 years ago. Then I was like, people playing Beyblade, just like taking up my space in the hobby shop. I just want to play my Tamiya. Then I was like, fast forward like about a year and a half later, I was burnt out from Tamiya. Then I was like, you know what, might as well just like buy one. And then one became 3. And then 3 became 10. And then you know how it happens after that. Yeah. So essentially like a few of my Tamiya friends as well, they got into Beyblade way earlier than I did. And this is all kind of connected to itself as well. So the first tournament they brought me to was actually Sam's tournament. It was at Nisun CC. That was like my first G3 tournament. And I remember it was some really janky combos. It was like, I started when CX just started. So I think it was like, I was running Perseus Dark on dot or something. Yeah. It was really bad. I didn't get past round 1. Yeah. So that's my origin story.
So it was Sam's event that you first played at. And CX, wait, hold up. So you started just right before you met Daryl. So you were like a month or two in.
Yeah, right. That was about, I think, late May to June when I first started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started in September, like end August, September.
Yeah, so same Same with me and Rockhart. I was like 2 days into the hobby, and then I got him into it.
So
You
your
got that like you got like a
your-
UX 04, right? Did you get UX 04 when you started?
Yeah, I got UX04.
Yeah.
I got a good bunch of things. Like I spent close to like $500, like USD. So that's what I dumped. Like Rockhart knows that story. I think we tell that story every
Yeah.
now and then, and it just turns into it turns into this. It led us into this. So I think that's the next question is, what led you guys to pursuing Beyblade more than just like a hobby? You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
what was the first thing? Because here's the thing, I don't think I even asked Rockhart that. Like, what got us into this thing, man? Like, what was the domino effect that led us to now having a podcast, running our own tournament?
I think the biggest thing was like when you were a kid, you were into like exactly like him, right? Metal, like plastic gen.
Uh-huh.
And it was really fun back then, but it wasn't the same. It didn't have the same mechanics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels so different because now you can like customize it. Before you could just like, I'm just gonna let it rip and see what happens, you know? So it as an adult, you kind of maybe you would look at it as a kid's toy if it stayed the same. But just like us, I think it really did evolve as well, right?
Yeah, I think you and I see it as more of a sport. Is that the same with you guys? Because I'm hearing like a Tamiya burnout. Was it your rejection of Tamiya that's like, I want to pursue something else?
Okay, to be fair, at that point, right, I think I was freshly married. So like Tamiya races tend to like last about like 12 to 14 hours here in Singapore,
Oof.
like
Ooh.
prep and everything, right? So at that point my wife was really nagging at me, oh, you're coming back so late and everything. Then I was like, you know what, might as well like take a look into this Beyblade thing. I see they play only for like max like probably like 3-4 hours, like the whole event, community tournament and G3 as well. And I was like, okay, maybe if I played this, my wife won't nag at me as much. But she still does because every single time I come home with one big carton of like Beyblades, and she's like, what is that? Yeah.
What would you rather deal with?
What
Me
is
being out till the morning, or me coming home with this? That's you as a competitor, right? Like between you three,
Yeah.
Saini, you're more of the player. Sam, you organized his first tournament, right? What made you start organizing tournaments? What was the motivations? Like, yeah, I wanna make events.
Yeah, so it brings back like all the way to the start where actually we do not have much official Beyblades event in Singapore. So now we have events every single day from different hobby stores. But back then, it's like every other weekend or maybe once a month. So I was thinking there is this gap where we just want to play Beyblade, you know. And and to sort of train up for an official event, the G3 event that happens once a month, I was thinking that we need more opportunity to actually, you know, let it rip and go shoot, you know. So that's my thought. So there is actually more experienced bladers, so they come from like the burst generation. So they were the ones that initially started hosting community tournaments. So I was thinking that looks kind of interesting, and then I just took a leap of faith and I started hosting my very first tournament. Yeah, that's when Phoenix Wing first came out. So that was the prize that I gave out as that tournament. Yeah, so it was really a journey, and no regrets ever since then. Yeah, I just
Okay.
trotter.
This-
Beyblade.
Was that the time where it was difficult to get stock?
In Singapore, it was still okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it was still okay because since BX01 Dransword, we have been getting our stocks maybe at most 1 month later than Japan itself.
At worst.
So, at worst, yeah, 1 month. Yeah. So we were quite fortunate, I would think. Yeah, I think our distributor did a good job talking to Takara Tomy.
Yeah, Rockhart, there's something we're not mentioning here is Singapore is one of the major regions. They legit have access to the app.
Oh yeah. Because if you guys don't know, we have to like do a lot of magic to get our apps working in our battle.
Yes, I've heard of some loopholes that y'all take to get
Yeah.
like Aero Pegasus to
Yeah,
your
yeah,
shore, right? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
did not know that.
That's crazy, right?
yeah.
Oh,
Whatever
then
you're saying, yes.
Yeah. No. Then like, okay, I can see the passion. I can see how much passion you guys have for Beyblade.
Yeah,
Like
and
jumping or yeah.
it's half passion, half just we want the good stuff. So
FOMO, right?
yeah. So what we do is people like here's what's crazy. We just want the Beyblade so much that we would deal with the Japanese, Chinese, or Korean text.
Yep.
Even if it's just so much simpler to use the app in English, right? But the only app, the only version of the app that comes in English is Singapore. But okay, now that we're on the topic, what is the situation like for claiming?
Okay, so for claiming wise, right, we're actually far behind Japan. So it's probably like half a year behind time. So what it does, right, is we tend to have the gacha system ready for us. So like for example, the Valkyrie, I think it's like we are able to roll 3 months before the collection. So when we receive the tickets, we have to wait about 3 months later for them to officially announce that you can start to collect, to start to redeem using those tickets. Yeah. So it is it's a long wait because by then we as like a combo tester ourselves, we have already seen like Japan side already tested out the whole every single combos with it already. So to us we still face like some sort of like lagging behind in terms of getting access to this kind of rare base. And also like collab base. Have you heard about the recent collab base with I think J League? They released like Dran Sword and Cobalt Dragoon, the white one.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, the white one.
Really beautiful.
Yeah. So
Getting
when
that.
I first saw the news, I was like, oh, another bay that we don't get to use officially in Singapore. Yeah, because official G3 events we can only use parts that are released in our Singapore B4 stores. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So that's G3 requirements for us. Any G events actually.
Okay, so just to share, for us here in the Philippines, it's not exactly the G or the B system as much as I'd like for that to be, right? Because that's from up top. That's from up top. You know what I mean? Like that's from the dudes who make the damn thing. I would by all means follow. But we have what we call the Banky system. That's the name of our
God. Do
distributor.
you really want to get? Do you guys know that system?
Yeah,
Have you heard of
you'll have to keep the original box, right?
Oh.
Okay, what are
Every
your
single
thoughts?
tournament.
You know what it is. I'm not talking about it. What are your thoughts?
Storage must be ass for y'all. Like it's really, really, really bad for y'all. I can't imagine because right now, like at my feet, right, is like 2 fishing boxes full of like my own Beyblades, excluding like the boxes. Like the boxes are like in like the cabinets over there. And
Why do
those
you
are
have
like
the boxes?
unopened ones.
Oh, unopened
the
ones.
unopened ones.
Ah, right,
yeah.
right.
Like the opened ones are all in the recycling bin already.
Perfect. Yes, where they should be.
Yeah.
I have no idea what, but
Yes.
yes. So Rockhart and I, as you can tell, we're not a fan of it, and we don't keep our boxes. Like we keep the parts that you play with,
Of course,
but not
of course.
the boxes. How did it get to y'all? Where did you hear about this archaic practice?
TikTok.
Ah,
I think like a lot of our like Beyblade content from the Philippines come from I think Blader Yomi. Blader Yomi is quite popular, right?
Yomi,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blader Yomi. Who's the other guy? His arch rival.
Yul?
Yeah.
Brios.
Yeah, Brios.
Rios.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're in good hands. Like those dudes. It's crazy. Those dudes almost single-handedly have become Beyblade influencers. Is that a thing? You guys have Beyblade influencers in Singapore?
No.
I don't think anyone claims that title. Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Really?
what? So I need to have tea to spill.
No. Like, we do have like our own like so-called content creators, but I don't think we're at that point where we can call ourselves influencers. Like our traction is probably like only like in the few hundreds or a few thousands, but not like to the point where it goes like global, international kind.
Yeah. So when you see Yomi and Brios, does that check the box? Is that like influencer status?
Yeah, probably because they're probably known in like Western and Eastern like Beyblade scenes.
Yeah.
Like
And
you see the name Blader Yomi and like people like just think, oh, high RPM, good tech.
yeah, and that's impressive. Like whenever I talk Beyblade with people who aren't bladers, I'm like, yeah, no, the scene is so developed that there are people who are popular just for Beyblade.
Yeah.
That's crazy, and across different nations too. So that's impressive. So we heard about Sam's adventures in the the realm of Phoenix Wings. Like giving out Phoenix Wings when they first came out. Signy's first experience dropping out with Perseus. Daryl, how did you get into it? From trying it out randomly, by being coaxed by Signy. How do you organize your first event?
Organize my first event. So what happened was I realized that I couldn't play this game for long because I needed to start work, right? And I would be working quite a bit, and the hours would clash with when the tournaments would start. So I thought, okay, let me like host a tournament on my own, like a small one, just so I get to play, like a bit.
Just for you to play.
Yeah, just for me to play. I don't care if I win or lose, right? It's just for me to play. So I would so the plan was, okay, because I stay the place where I stay at, I can like book rooms, right? So the plan was, okay, I'm gonna book all these rooms. I'm gonna like get some people to come, so I have people to play with, and we just do a fun thing, right? Like once a month.
That is true ingenuity. I can't make it to the tournament, so I'll make my tournaments.
Make one.
And he won most of it, by the way.
Yeah. So like people are saying it's great. People are saying it's great because I keep winning my own tournaments. Yeah. So, and then it turns out I didn't start the new job. So I started.
You had more time.
Huh?
You got more time now that you expected.
Yeah, I got more time. So like right now I'm just like going to everyone's tournament. Yeah, I took a break for a bit. But like right now I'm trying to get back into it because I realized my launches now are like it's gone, man. I'm like just launching and then praying. That's all I'm doing.
Hey, sometimes that's enough. On a good day, that's enough.
I know your RPM is super high. Yeah, I know your RPM is super high. You can do that.
All right, so we're talking about Beyblade events now specifically, something that we all partake in, several times a week. Some of us almost every day. Can you all describe what a typical Beyblade event is like in Singapore? When someone signs up online, when someone shows up in the store, what is that experience like? Because it's different from everywhere. I can tell you now, it's different in Thailand, it's different in Japan, it's different here, it's different in Indonesia. What's it like in Singapore?
Tiny?
So-
Tiny is a bit small.
I think we can simply say that the Singapore format, how they do it is that if that shop or that B4 store is holding a G3 tournament, they'll put the community tournament ahead first. So at least that way, they have some kind of way to support themselves and all whatsoever, right? So we have this community tournament first, where normally like all these news comes up either through WhatsApp groups or Facebook groups or Telegram groups. Like each store will have their own like channel where they disseminate all this information. Yeah, and then depending on each store, it's either you go there and like sign up and then pay there, and then or you have an online form that you fill in and then you pay. For G3, right? Normally there's 16 or 32 packs G3. So if let's say during the community tournament you have like 50 packs of people, so the G3 afterwards will be by ballot. So everybody goes through like this whole randomizer, spin the wheel kind of thing. Then after that we get balloted out. Whether we get balloted out or we get balloted in, at least like everybody has played Beyblade that day due to
Through
the
the
tournament.
community event,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
let me just get this straight. This went over my head. When you play a G3 event, not everyone gets to play because there is a player cap.
Correct.
Yeah, maybe I can add on some context. So G3 are official events hosted by B4 stores, right? So G3 we are not as in when we are hosting G3, it is a free event. It's not a paid event. So that brings to what Saini has mentioned about stores usually host community tournaments so that they can at least have some entry fee to like do some kind of earnings for that day itself. Yeah, so for G3, I believe mainly we have caps in the different stores also because in Singapore, our transport culture is a bit different. So most of our players actually relies heavily on the public transport.
Of course, yeah.
So
the train,
we need
yeah.
to rush for our last train, our last bus. So like I've been to Indonesia before, and their tournaments can last like beyond 1-2 a.m. because most of them have their own their own transport home.
Yep.
So we do not have the luxury for that. So that's why sometimes when we host events, we set a cap so that we do not like burst that time. Yeah,
Right.
we do not want people to take like cabs home.
Yeah,
You know.
it's
Yeah.
gotta end at a certain time so everyone can get
Yes.
home.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, that's a really good perk. If your city is like built for public transport, that's really good. So I commend Singapore for that.
But
Yes.
then we
Big
have
difference
that
from us.
limit.
Yeah. So real quick, let me just rewind maybe 2 steps. Everyone listening who doesn't know what a B4 store is, it's basically an authorized Takara Tomy store, right? It's like you're labeled as a
Yeah.
premier store, you sell Beyblade, and you're authorized to run these kinds of events, which are the G3 events, yeah?
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. So what's a G3 event like? Let's say we'll run it backwards. Okay, G3 happens after community. So let's say Rockhart and I, we made it through the ballot. We're lucky enough. We're part of the top 32, top 16 who get to join. What's that like?
Okay, so for G3, oh yeah, Sunny, do you want to take this?
No, Sam, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright.
From organizers.
Okay. So for G3, we are actually very particular about parts. Yeah. So things like no hash bro, no parts that are outside of Singapore's B4 sales items. So things like Wyvern Hover or Hover Wyvern, sorry. Those parts are not allowed. So
Even even the lottery ones?
no, so because they are not officially sold in Singapore through our B4
Ah.
store. Yeah. So this is the issue. So even like a recolor, so even like a purple string launcher, you know, the one that comes with the Kuji, right? Those are also not allowed. So it even extends all the way to your launching accessory. So there's also no 3D parts, not even the grips, no 3D. So
Right.
we are very strict when it comes to G3 events. So there will be the deck checks to make
How about
sure.
Aero?
Yeah.
Aero's okay, because y'all got Aero at some point, yeah?
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So nothing
Yeah.
that did not officially come through in Singapore cannot be used.
Yes. So even if it's a recolored, so like we have this blue Dran Sword, right? So even though Dran Sword is released in Singapore, but that blue coated metal coated Dran Sword is not released in Singapore. It's released through Koro. So even that can't be used in our official G events. But community events, we are usually more lenient in terms of like the parts that we can use. But still no hash, bro.
Of course. All right. So
Yeah.
let's say my deck is good. Is it 3G? Do you play three bays?
Yes.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Okay. 3G.
So first to 4 points, yeah.
Okay, usual. Okay, cool. Because
Yeah.
again, when you get into the realm of like official Takara Tomy tournaments, I played in Japan. Your first few rounds, the first half of the tournament is like 1G before
1G,
you even get to
yeah.
bring out the rest
Yeah.
of your deck. So okay, so it's 3G.
Crazy.
How many rounds? Is it single eliminations?
It's single elite, so it's a very big, high stake event. Yeah. So community wise, it's usually like Swiss, if maybe round robin, but mostly it's Swiss. Yeah. But for G3, once you're out, you're out. Yeah. So no room for mistake.
Okay, so that sounds similar. That sounds familiar. So G3, clear cut. We understand how it works. What's the pricing like when you win a G3?
So only top 4 will get prizes. So the first 3 actually have the physical part. The top being the blade. Second, it's the beat. The third is the ratchet. So the fourth is just the points, the Bay codes, the Bay points. Sorry, the one that we use in our apps.
Ah,
Yeah. So I think 9,000 points, 7,000 points, 5,000 points, then 3,000 points. Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what a G3 event is like, and it's free.
Yes. It has
Yeah.
to be free. If not, you'll get blacklisted by the distributor.
Oh yeah. Of
Yeah.
course. My
Okay.
question there is, so you get a lot of people on your G free, right? On your community events, most of those people still stay. Like, do you like on average, how many people do you get on your community events?
It actually depends on the season. Like during December, where it's school holidays in Singapore, right? So parents tend to bring their kids out, so we can hit 40, 50 odds per session. Yeah, but on days like now start of the year, it's like people are going back to school, people are maybe starting new stuff, so it's like hover around maybe 20, 30 ish. Yeah,
Still good.
That's healthy.
decent amount. Yes.
I'm actually happy. I'm looking forward to visiting Singapore again someday soon. So community event, you said it's usually Swiss, 20 to 30 people. That's a very healthy number. Whenever Rockhart and I play an event, that's where we want to be because it's a good balance of like competitive spirit, because you have a lot of people to play with. You can be casual enough because you get to talk to all the people in the room if you want to. What happens next? It's usually how many rounds of Swiss?
It depends from the host itself. For me, I usually keep it to 4 rounds so that we can start G3 on time and we can end on time. Yeah.
So 4 rounds of Swiss, and then you award based on placement?
Yes, placement. So everybody gets a part actually. Yeah. So it's because we use challenge, right? So sometimes the ranking it's a bit sus. Like they have this like weird ranking. So we do give an opportunity for bladers to challenge. So like example, first and second place, they have the same amount of win. Let's say 4-0. So and stats throughout the whole tiebreaker, right? It looks like it's very close. So we give an opportunity for them to actually raise, say they want to like have a one-on-one battle with the first place, so they can do like a first to 4 point again to determine the first place. But not everyone does that. Yeah. So
Interesting.
we only uphold it if a player voiced that out to us. Yeah.
Okay. So just to share, in the Philippines, we also usually do Swiss, right? Again, very similar start. Community tournament. Sometimes the venue would ask for, more often, mostly, the venue would ask for a registration fee so you can pay for, the spot, prizes maybe. And we do Swiss, but we usually do 5 rounds of Swiss.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, because that
You don't get any weird conflicts of time there. Like, is it super? What does 4 rounds feel like? It feels very fast, no?
Yeah.
It's kind of fast. though.
It's yeah.
No,
They all have experience with this.
But usually it's cause of like the G3, and because sometimes after it ends, there's still free play. Yeah, and then there's like photo taking, there's like the prize presentation and stuff like that. So that also takes some time. Yeah.
G3 longer? Is the G3 longer?
No, the G3 is faster. The G3 is faster.
Faster.
Yeah, it's faster. But so for you guys, right? How many stadiums do you guys have at one time? How many stadiums do you guys open?
for a 2030 event, like 3 to 4.
3 to 4. Okay. But you guys can open more, right? If you guys like have like 40, 50 packs. No?
If the venue and the organizer is ready for it, yeah.
Okay. So for ours, it's like usually from what I've seen, right? It's about 4. It's about 4 stadiums. Yeah.
That's healthy. Because here at Playcafe, the max number of stadiums we can put up at any time is like 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the background you're using, right? Playcafe?
Yes, this is our main branch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we recently opened like an extension, like it's literally like 2 doors down. That's like our
Nice.
that's our focused or our like exclusive tournament store. It's more like a space. We just literally have like another, room that looks like this, and
Yeah.
that's
So
just
like this, except without the bar, without
Without
the
anything in it.
tables. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So that's
okay,
where we
like
can-
purely Beyblade.
Purely
for Beyblade.
Purely for Beyblade, like we can
Oh.
just put the tables in there. Purely for card games, purely for events. So I think the
Nice.
max, the cap there would be like what now, Carl? 5 or 6?
Yes.
5
Around
or
5
6.
or 6.
Yeah. So
Oh,
if ever we did get like an 80, 90% or 90% tournament, maybe. But yeah, I get it. Like you guys are really bound by G3, and again, that is what the official event is like. That's got to be focused on. That's got to be the main event. Would you say that that's how it feels like? Does the G3 feel like the main event, or is the community event just as important?
Sunny as a player.
Oh no. What a position to be put in, Like, honestly, right? If let's say the community tournament on that day, the prize doesn't not to be harsh, but the prize doesn't seem like attractive to me. Like, let's say on that day I'm looking for maybe like shark scale items, shark scale deck set or whatsoever. But then on the day it's like maybe CX boosters and all that kind of stuff. I would look forward more to the G3. But sometimes like this coming Thursday they're putting up the Emperor deck set for the community tournament. So it's something that like, I would lock in for the community tournament, and like, G3 is free, whatever. If I lose, I lose, So like I'm locked in for that community tournament. But like on other days, it really depends what the organizer puts up.
Okay, so quick question. The G3 events, it's usually the gold parts, right? And you're kind of bound by what's currently in season. and sometimes even the gold parts are kind of ass. You know what I mean?
It
you
is-
get
it is
gold
ass.
gold Perseus dark. There it is.
There you go, right there.
So you know, for a whole season you could be like clocked out. For a whole season you could be like whatever, G3 whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
people mainly tries to win G3 for bragging rights, especially now that Japan has released the leaderboard, right? So I think people are more locked in, for the bragging rights. Yeah. Have you heard the Japan app? They have released like the leaderboard, so they have placing for who has got the most points. So every time we scan the QR code, we get the point, right? So it's tied to our account. So now they have a leaderboard for that.
I did not know that.
Oh, you did not know that? So apparently,
You have that too.
Oh my
yeah.
god! I should have read
So
the wrong
many
time.
Singaporeans made it to the leaderboard in Japan.
So
What?
it's attached to both your points gained via tournament winnings and just buying a hell of a lot of Beyblades.
No. Purely just G3 top 4 wins.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I
Yeah.
thought you could like whale out. Like I'm pretty sure someone want to do that.
What about G2? Like G2?
Yeah, so they have the cumulative ranking, or you can sort by just G3, G2, G1. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah, of
is
course the
G
G1 list is very short.
which is the highest tier of tournament of the Gs?
So G1 is usually the one that once you win that, right, you will represent the Singapore to like go to the Asia Cup or
Okay.
the recent C Cup.
All right. So G3 is like premier community event.
Somewhat, yeah.
G2 is like what, a regional kind of thing?
Because Singapore is very small, so there's no regional, but it's more high stakes, so more players compete to get that prize, which is the string launcher, the gold, silver, bronze string launcher.
Right.
Yeah.
And then G1 is national level.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So for smaller regions, G2 becomes like a gray area, but G1 is definitely where you want to be. Okay.
Yeah.
See, Rockhart and I are learning this for the first time because our
Yeah,
local
we
presence.
don't have that.
Yeah, like we know nothing about it. All we know is when our official distributor runs things, it's most likely single eliminations, and you can only use blades and parts that they sell, and you got to bring your boxes. That's the important part.
Yep. That's crazy though. Not even the
It's
receipt.
always saying-
You need
oh,
a
sorry.
box. Yeah.
Question: is your G free to G1 also free G?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. And it's a single elims, 5
Yes.
rounds or Swiss.
No, it's
So
single.
as it goes up, right, at G1 level, right, the it's very very strict. It's very
Oh.
strict at G1. Yeah.
Okay.
So the parts have to be almost brand new. Any sign of tampering. So like for example, your ratchet screw looks a bit blunt, right? They would just say that it's a sign of tampering, so you need to change over your ratchet. Yeah. Then like any metal coated base, right, blades, right, you have to be very careful. So if it's like too worn off, they will say no. So yeah, it is quite strict for that.
Interesting. This one is for the viewers out there, our Filipino fans. You guys can see how some of the practices in G1 carry over to some of our events that aren't of the same regulation, and you see where it's coming from now. All right, it's crazy how we're hearing all these rules now and thinking, oh, like that's where they got that from. It's just that we don't get the benefits of the system that it was built into. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is eye opening. I'm learning
Very
a lot.
eye-opening, yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know why we have to bring our boxes, but all right, moving on. Let's talk about something fun. Okay, let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about the metagame. Let's talk about the Singaporean metagame. In the Philippines, there's something we call the Pinoy deck. It's literally
Pinoy deck.
seasonally whenever you would open a random Bladers deck in the Philippines. Just like you look at that deck box, you're most likely to see. Rockhart, what is the current Pinoy deck? Tell me about the current Pinoy deck.
So the current Pinoy deck is Shark Scale, obviously. Shark Scale, and then you have your Hover Wyvern, and then your Wizard Rod.
Yeah, Filipinos
It used
love.
to be like the first one is.
What's the
what was
OG?
first
Tell them
one?
about the OG.
Phoenix Wing, CDG, and Wiro.
There you
Right?
go.
Am I correct?
Yep, that is the OG.
Every single deck.
That was the OG Filipino deck. CDG, Phoenix Wing, Wizard Rod. When we started, so late 2024, early 2025, and then now it's Wyvern, Shark Scale, and Wizard Rod. What is the Singaporean deck?
Oh, okay. So we do have this player. He's a teacher. He actually goes around collecting data for G3, so the top 4. Yeah. So teacher Victaru. So I am actually looking at his data right now. Shout out to him.
Wow.
I'm seeing Wizard Rod 160 hexa. Yeah, very typical.
With builds!
I'm also
Of
still
course.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing Cobalt Dragoon. It's still there. 560 elevate. Yeah. It's still there. It's still there. Yeah. And then Shark Skill 160 low rush. So this is the top 3 combos that I'm seeing right now. Based on
Ah.
January. Yeah.
It's like mostly from like the winners of
Yeah,
like the
top
various
4.
tourneys.
Top 4. Yeah.
Top four.
Okay. So I guess this is a product of the whole G3 regulation that you can't use bays that weren't released. But that's what 2 out of 3 similar, right? We're both Shark Scale and Wizard Rod lovers.
Yeah. Because like
Pretty
Hover
much.
Wyvern, yeah. But I've seen a lot of Blast Wheel, like Valk Blast. Yeah.
Okay,
So quite a bit of that.
that's the build. What ratchet and bit do you see?
960 low rush. Some people
Low
have been
rush?
experimenting. Yeah, low rush. So one of the bladers called Brandon from Trailbladers. So he loves his Valk Blast Wheel 960 low rush. He loves that build. He has been waiting for like the Valk lock chip since like way before. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it came out, he was like, "Oh my god!" So he's been using it ever since. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
How's the CX base there? Like I know Emperor just recently came out, right? So I'm sure everyone has like at least. Does everyone like have at least one CX? Maybe no.
I think okay. So Signy has very weird builds, but he wins tournaments. So I don't understand why, right? But he has very weird off meta builds.
he's CX
Signy
Toys. He's Illuminato
CX
SG
Toys?
because our former team captain, right, was on a kick like last year, like December, wherein he would like randomly roll up to events and play 3 CX bays. And we would laugh at him for it. It's like, oh, look at this guy, CX Toys. So what does your deck look like? What's the CX hotness, sir?
Currently, my deck is it's kind of here and there and everywhere, you know. So I'm running Perseus up on heavy,
Ooh.
160 low rush. Really good attack versus attack bay, I would say. And then
Big
of
boy.
course, you need to run Shark Scale. Shark Scale, I'm running on 360 level. Level because currently right now Meteor Dragoon is kind of new, right? And then there's that spin steel aspect. So level kind of counters it. Yeah. So you still get a bit of like spin and all that kind of stuff. And for my third comfort bay, I'm running Samurai Caliber on 170 free ball. Yeah. But new release, Mummy Curse. A UX that's almost like a CX. So you have metal
Yes.
and plastic, right? And then you got the tongue. You got a tongue that kind of
I call it the dingle.
stops crits and the dingle. It stops crits and everything. So I might replace Samurai Caliber with this. I have yet to test more.
It's
But
the fake
760
CX,
high
dude.
needle. Yeah, fake CX. Less balance tuning, less stress, you know.
Interesting. Of all the CX bays, you could have picked Brave. You could have picked Blast. You
Not
choose.
Blast.
He picked Arc.
No, Blast is too mainstream, you know. It's too mainstream. It's too mainstream. I
Okay.
can't handle that.
Yeah, I think Rockhart has a very leading question because yes, Blast is currently like Blade number 4, Blade number 5 in the Philippines right now.
It's like they're ranking it as X tier, like you know those rankings, right? Like they say it's X
Yeah.
tier, so I'm assuming most CX will have that as alongside the big heavy lock chips. So what made you go with that one? It doesn't even have like a metal lock chip, the one I saw, the
Okay.
Arc.
So, basically, Arc is I wouldn't say it's easier to balance tune, but most of the time, because Arc is already round, right? It's easier to balance tune with heavy. You just have to align the metal pieces together with the crit points on Arc. So balance tune is way easier with this, and then also because like if you add metal lock chip, like depending on your builds, it's really into like this is like throwing into theory sector already. So like heavy like puts your bay out to like outward weight distribution, right? And then you have the metal lock chip that gives you inward weight distribution. If you like put a bit of like both in between, you kind of lose like stamina somewhere because like all rattles around.
Yes.
Especially with the metal lock chip, like once you start tilting, right? by the way, Emperor and Valkyrie lock shape, they have very different like characteristics.
Yeah.
So
Emperor is more outward, right?
mm,
Am I correct? Yeah.
yeah. Emperor is more outward. Then Valkyrie is more inward. So you get more like recovery on Valkyrie, but then for Emperor you get like harder crits and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and I think
Personally,
you get more aura when you play Valkyrie.
Oh yeah.
Definitely,
100%. 100%.
yeah, but personally, I don't like metal lock shapes because it just drains stamina. Because like my arc is meant to be an attack versus attack bay. So like if like I ever run into like Wizard Rock 160X, I just like flat launch pool and I don't have to like think about anything because it won't throw itself out because it's not too heavy. And then like if I run into an attack attack lineup, then it will just I'm just hoping for that 1 point. Because it's definitely way more balanced tuned than most of the attack base out there. Unless I get like pocketed or I get extremed, which is kind of rare. I think I only have been pocketed and extreme using Arc against Phoenix Swing and Drun Buster.
Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
Oh, no, I might lose all the way after this already. Yeah, but that's the thinking behind my deck.
So now that we know what the Singaporean metagame looks like, if I could ask you, gentlemen, what's a Bay, or Blade or Ratchet or Bit, whatever, a part that you wish showed up a little more?
Kick. 100% kick. Just kick the bit.
I love kick.
Hey, some kickermen.
Why,
We got
why,
some
why?
kickermen here.
Yeah. Because in Singapore, you see a lot of low rush. A lot of rush. Like, people are actually scrambling to find rush. So there was a time where, what, UX10? Yeah, that was like just that you couldn't find it at all, right? And then if you look at Carousel, which is our version of what, Taobao,
Yeah,
It's our
carousel,
community
carousel.
marketplace.
Yeah.
community thing, right? Yeah, like the prices were crazy, bro. The prices were crazy. And then like I remember when I just started, I couldn't find a single rush. And then Siny like offered to sell me his rush. That was like I was so grateful, bro, because that was like my first rush ever, and I couldn't find
Is it a
any.
good deal? Good deal?
Yeah, it was a good deal. It was a good deal. He was sick at the time, so I bought him 100 plus. I visited his house, brought him 100 plus, and he was like, "Take the rush, take the rush."
Damn.
So, okay, here in the Philippines, low rush is also kind of our number one bit, right? We did the
Yeah.
BeybladeX Awards last week, and rush was like the voted number one bit. Rush was number 3. So question: how much is a rush, like in general, just so like we kind of have like an economic scale? USD.
I think. Okay, to be honest, right? I think it depends because right now, since the new boosters came out, there's low rush inside.
Right.
Yeah.
From White
I
Tiger.
think,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it's gonna be a little bit cheaper than before. But before, I think people were selling for like what, $20? SGD, which is I don't know how much. Yeah. So how much do you guys buy your lower rush? Sam.
I would think that the current market for Rush is probably like 8 USD. Low Rush maybe slightly more, maybe 10 to 12 USD.
Yeah, there's
Probably.
less places to get low rush, definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, fair enough. In the
Yeah.
Philippines, I think a rush is like $12, $13, brand new, sealed.
Mm.
You're gonna have to sacrifice an impact Drake for that, so we kind of get it.
Yeah.
Or hunt for Wise. Is that Wise Tiger? Hunt for Wise
Tiger,
Tiger
right?
So,
in 18.
White Tiger, right, has a higher chance of appearing. So, the repeat base, right, it's the number 5 and the number 6 base. So, I think White Tiger is number 6. So, if you buy a carton, right, you actually get a lot more White Tiger.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I bought
The more
3
you
that day.
know.
Two of them were low rushes. Yeah. 2 of them were low rushes.
Very
So
good.
in a box there is 4 bags, right? So there is 1 bag that has 2 White Tiger and 2 of the other repeated base.
Dran
So you're
Dagger.
lucky to get that last bag.
Yeah, two of the
Dagger, yes.
yeah, 2 of the Dran Dagger. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
kick for Sam, kick for Daryl. Mr. CX, what part do you wish showed up a little more?
I really wish 80 height Ratchet showed up more. Because it's really, really underrated. Like, honestly, right, with new Shark Scale, right? Because
Yes.
Shark Scale, it's way, the Ratchet lock is embedded inside. So your 60 height actually becomes like, I think 55. 55. So
Technically.
if you put an 80 height, you will be on 75. So it puts so much weight on it, right? That I think actually 180 low rush might actually work. I've seen like some Filipinos do it as well. Like I was scouring like TikTok and like Twitter. I've seen 180 low rush work. And I think 180 low rush also actually came from John Buster as well. Like it was like a very heavy hitting combo. Yeah, and 80 height, like people are really scared of like bursting, but if you actually test, the resistance is like kind of there, and it's really really heavy as well. Yeah, I feel that it needs to be appreciated more.
Yeah, we're
I
we're
could- yeah.
seeing we're seeing more flesh-colored ratchets, and there's only one flesh-colored ratchet in the entire game, I think, and that's a 180. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, 180 is good. So far, last time I've ever gotten a podium for a G3 event using Samurai Saber 980 wedge. Yeah, it's really you run it as a first bay because at that point I think people were running Wizard Rod 56 was that CDG 560E. So you get that height advantage, right? And it's so difficult for them to actually hit like your ratchet because it's at that awkward part of like Samurai Saber where it's like curved.
mm-hmm.
So if you like face tank, right, you will eventually just come back up. It really looks like a cone.
I love how, again, just in this podcast alone, and I think in what Q1 2026, we're learning so much more, and the game is opening up.
Yeah.
How are we only learning about 70, 80 ratchets this late in the game?
There's so much testing like that could actually be done, and I think like the most like really daring people are like Japanese players, like because I think Japan side they have this thing called an S tournament. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's probably something like our community tournament. So their S tournaments, they what is it? Normally it's themed or whatsoever, and you see like these really weird combos come out, and then you're like tempted to try because like oh, Japan is the birthplace of Beyblade, and these Japanese people probably know their stuff more than us. And sometimes it really works. Like I think I've seen really weird builds come out like from Japanese Twitter, and it's like I think I've seen like Impact Drake on like 680 hexa, and the moment like a bay hits it, it just gets flung back.
The
Don't
more
Really,
you
really
doubt
cool.
Shiragi.
Have you
Don't
tested
doubt
that?
it, Shiragi, bro.
To Shaggy.
Have you tested that? We
Yeah,
used to
I saw it live. I saw it live.
yeah, we used to scoff and laugh at like these Japanese weird builds, but I guess you're right. We should just be more open.
Should have listened like way back then. Like we would be the cool kids. We use 70, 80 height. 170 is like the stronger one. Yeah. I wish more. Like obviously I love your builds. We're gonna talk about builds shortly, I believe, right? So that's gonna be a fun topic for sure.
Yeah. Real quick, share a build with our Filipino audience. That's I think how we're gonna wrap up this little interview because we love whenever people get value out of our podcast. So think of one combo that you want Filipino bladers to try, and then let's see where that goes. All right, who wants to go first?
Sam?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I have decent success with Wizard Rod 670 low rush.
70.
No. So it has to be a very brand new Wizard Rod, and then it's not balanced. So it's an attack type Wizard Rod.
What? Like, there's a specific kind of wizard rod you need for this?
Yeah. So it's usually the heavier Wizard Rods, right? Harder to balance, but they have a lot of crits. Yeah. So it's attack type Wizard Rod.
So
Oh,
wizard
so
rod.
the non-awakened wizard.
Yeah, non-awakened, like fresh
Six-
out of the box, go and whack your opponent.
Okay, wizard
Wait, is
rod
it-
670 low rush.
670 low rush, yeah.
Is it like the A3, A4 type of wizard rods or like what?
I just have to be in balance.
Just new, just very new.
Yeah, new, yes, and heavy.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
Daryl,
an
what you got?
expensive ask, but sure.
I don't have any weird builds though. I'm like a meta slave. So Signy call me a meta slave. I am a meta slave because I'm only thinking about winning. If I don't win, I'm like, my night is ruined, right? So something that's not really in meta that I really really like is, to be honest, Shark 360 kick. I really like this build. So like before I was figuring out like how to get get shocked to work because I think I had a problem with launching because every time I launched, it would like self-extreme, 360 kick. Yeah. But when it works, when I get my launches right and it works, damn, bro, I spin finish. I can spin finish a lot of stuff, and like I get a lot of extremes as well.
Yeah.
I
So
get it, because
Yeah.
you have
Kick
that like
is-
Yeah,
1 inch
exactly.
punch, right, with the shark sometimes, like
Correct.
the kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it spin finishes a lot of the times, like
'Cause-
versus any other shark with low rush or.
because kick
yeah.
is a balance bit, so you gotta put the balance in there somewhere, right? It's both
Yeah.
attack, defense, and stamina at the same time. Okay, so 360 kick, everybody's favorite blade shark. Signy, what you got?
My absolute favorite play. I'll go back to my Perseus up. I put a sticker on it, but it's actually the G3 Perseus on up.
Legal.
Legal. Then heavy 160 low rush. Please go and try. This build was actually originally from a friend of mine in the Eastie community, Alti. So originally he ran Perseus Wheel on 160 low rush as like purely a defensive attack versus attack bay. But then I tried it and then it wasn't really much my playstyle, and then I thought like, why not whack heavy on it, And then it really worked out for me. And like in moments where I get too lazy to think, I just flat launch the bay and it works. So I think it will suit a lot of like Filipino players because y'all have the RPM to carry CX. Like the problem with CX is just like you need high RPM to make it work. And I believe y'all can do it. I really hope to see more CX in your tournaments as well.
Say no more. We have plenty. You get like 10 bladers. 7 of them have like a blast in their deck, so don't worry about it.
Wait, speaking of RPM, right? I've seen some of your videos. So your RPM is pretty high, right, Leo? So what's your RPM? Did you measure it?
17 and a half. That's the last record I saw, yeah. Ripcord.
17 and a half.
Yeah.
And you don't self extreme and like nothing. You can control the.
Not really, for the most part. Self-extreming is like it's the worst, right? Like it happens, but that only happens on what, like level when you do it wrong. It happens on like a low rush with like a heavy blade and a heavy ratchet when you aim wrong. But yeah, no, for the most part, I think the average maybe is like 15, 16. But 17 and a half is like when I play Blast and I just really want to outspin like a Weiro. So yeah.
Damn,
That's a
bro.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my claim to fame. Like the only thing I really do well, dude.
Wait, are all like Filipino players like this? Like Rockhart, are you like this? Like 15,
Oh,
like
no,
casual 15.
I averaged 12. I actually did like, what do you call it? I went around like a shop in one tournament and I tested everyone's what do you call that? RPM. Like
RPM,
I
yeah.
asked them to launch this specific launcher. On average, it's like 11 to 12. That's average for the Filipinos, I think.
Filipinos, they usually use string, right? String launcher.
I'd say more
Yes.
than half. 50% to
More than
60,
half.
yes.
The
Yeah,
top cut
why?
people
Is
use
it
string.
is it cause it looks? Is it cause it looks cool?
Yes.
Like cooler than Ripcord.
That is my theory. My theory is Filipinos don't care if they win or lose. They just want to look good in pictures.
And I think
check
string
out-
requires more skill also.
It does, yeah. So
Yeah.
I might be right, but also it's because they get what they want out of the launch. The best string launchers or string launcher users in the Philippines have this one launch that you cannot do it with Ripcord unless you know how to do it, which is the spike launch. It's basically like going full RPM, planting that thing in the middle, and making an attack bit look like a stamina bit.
Oh.
Because they
That's-
plant it so hard that it just stays there and then
Stands there, yeah.
yeah, and then it delays its attack. It doesn't have to like reverse X or tungsten. It just like sits and then it stands up and goes. So I don't know the science behind it yet, but that's a ripcord. That's a string only move.
Interesting.
Because in our
Yeah.
community, we have a large group of Filipino bladers. So they're
Ah.
also very hard launchers. Yeah.
What
They call
what
them,
is that?
Jolly bladers.
Holy please.
The
Yeah, shout
Johnny
out- shout out
Bladers.
Bladers.
Jolly bladers.
Ah! There you go. There you go. So, I did not know that was a thing. I did not know that was like a weird tag that we got as bladers, dude. Did you know that, Rockhart? Did you hear that?
Yeah. I guess around here it's pretty normal, so we don't talk about it that much. But
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's odd. Yeah, cool.
thanks.
Yeah, I guess every country is like a bit different, right? I know like when I see US and UK, they tend to use ripcord a lot. A lot of ripcord.
Yes.
And a lot of ripcord with the grip.
Yes.
Not so much just with the grip.
Yeah, and they play
Yeah.
on tables. So I guess I understand why they want the grip.
Oh wait, so you guys when you guys host, it's not on tables? It's purely
Stands.
the
Stands, the official
Stands,
stands.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
How
for
high
us,
is your
like,
stance?
Standard size, which is basically like
30 cm?
yeah, 30 cm
30.
up, and then yeah. Those official
Ah.
Takara
That was
Tomy
in the rule book.
boxes.
Yeah, the one
Right,
in the
right.
rule book
Look,
we follow
for
that.
our like community tournaments, and then the G3 events that are hosted at the community tournaments, usually we use tables.
And then you
Yeah,
just have
because
like
tables are
you just have like something that covers it up, yeah, so it doesn't like fly out.
yeah. So like the anti-slip mats and then like yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Your backs must be thanking you. Wow, amazing.
Yeah. Because like there was one time at one of the guys who couldn't join us today, Jeron, there was one time he hosted a tournament and everybody played on the floor.
Well,
The kids won all like I think the kids just won everything.
okay, that is the other extreme, right? Between playing on a table
Yeah.
and then there's playing on a stand, you just play on the floor. Like that's the other way.
But the World Championship
great.
was on the floor though.
Yeah.
I know. What do you guys think about that? That was
It was so
weird for me.
You-
What do you think?
I think it's just to help our brothers in the West, you know. I think mostly because I've seen their tournaments, they mostly play on the floor. And I think I'm not sure because I'm new. So like this year was the first year I saw the world tournaments, right? And like it's the first time I've seen our brothers from the West also playing. So like I've been following some of them like oh shit, I forgot his name. Never mind, it's okay. I've been following some of the players, but they've been playing on the floor for a very long time, and I know like a few Southeast Asian players also were really against it because like why do we have to bend our backs for like one country? But I guess that's something that brings the unity in Beyblade, you know, like
It's-
yeah.
It sounds
bet
like a
so.
chicken and egg situation. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so this one place wants to play on the floor. So do we all kind of adjust, or we make them adjust? Like, who?
It's kind of sad situation for them as well because like, I think in the US they don't really get Takara Tomy releases. They have to import it in.
They're Hasbro. Yeah, they're Hasbro.
So I think like I know some of their situation is that when they arrived in Japan, they had to buy on the spot. And like they really had to hope like it's all like readily available to like balance tune and whatsoever. Like imagine your deck has always been like Wizard Rod, Harvard Wyvern, and
You
maybe,
mean
like Phoenix
Wand
Wing.
Wizard? Wand Wizard.
Wand Wizard.
Soar
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah, and then after they arrive in Japan and then it's not available, that is already a challenge for them. So I
Yeah.
guess it's kind of nice that they, put it on the floor, like, a pat on the back. It's okay. I know it's been tough for y'all. Let's
Dude,
put it on the
that's
floor.
not a pat on the back. That's a smack on the lips. That's just too much.
Yeah, it is.
That's a
So I
little
think
too
there's a
much.
compromise. Yeah, there's a compromise too because they are using the smaller, the narrower stadiums, right?
Yeah, the
in Worlds,
Hasbro,
they're
yeah.
using the Takara Tomy stadium. So
Yeah.
I guess maybe they have some kind of negotiation. And by right, and the warning for the stadium, right, is supposed to be on the floor.
No,
If you
I don't
see,
think.
there's this warning sticker.
Yeah, I don't think that's what that meant. But regardless, there's so many things that this beloved game that we have needs to work out. Hopefully, someday in the future, because of the success of BeybladeX, it improves and it changes for the better. But yeah, no, gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time tonight for sharing all about BeybladeX in Singapore. Real quick, starting with Sam, let everyone know where people can find you online and what's next in your BeybladeX adventure so that they can stay tuned for that.
Okay, you can mainly find me on Trailbladers. So yeah, I'm one of the co-founders of Trailbladers. We are available on YouTube as well as Instagram. So my tournaments are hosted under Bei Kita. Kita just means north in Japanese. Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to more projects, cross-border projects with Johor. So Johor is our neighboring state. Yeah, so hopefully we can have more, cross exposure to each other's play styles. Yeah, so looking forward towards that. Yep.
Malaysian
And
Beyblade.
also
That's next.
yeah, also from the Philippines. If you guys come over,
Yeah.
if you guys come
There's
over.
probably gonna be a regional kind of community event happening this year also, hosted by Indonesia. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that, but yeah.
I'm gonna ask the Indonesians myself.
Yes.
Tiny, your turn.
You can find me on Inu's Garage on Instagram and TikTok. I mostly do my Beyblade updates on Twitter as well. You can find me Husaini on Twitter. Yeah, I think my Easties community also is starting up an Instagram soon. So you can come and net deck all their whatever builds they have and all that kind of other stuff as well. Yeah.
Thanks, Tiny. Daryl?
So you guys can find me on Instagram and on TikTok as Playblade. So I mainly cover combos, or I used to cover a lot of combos because I couldn't find any when I first started. And then now that Beykita and like Bayden, the playground, and all the different tournaments are having their own winner spotlights. I'm thinking of moving towards transitioning towards more video content. So like more of like the battles, yeah, first place, second place battles and stuff like that. So look forward to that. And yeah, I'm glad that I started this Playblade. It allowed me to connect with you guys from the Philippines, right? If you guys ever come over, just hit us up. We'll like
100%.
it won't be 4 rounds of Swiss. It will be like 12. Okay?
Yes!
We'll just play like
We'll go forever. We'll go forever.
yeah. Go forever.
Let's add a couple of thousand.
Signy will sponsor all the prizes.
Let's
Signy
go.
will sponsor all the prizes.
Let's add a couple of thousand RPM onto everybody's, so we can all be like Filipino bladers. Thank you all so much. Once again, that's been Daryl, Signy, and Sam. Let's throw over back to past Rockhart or future. Time travel in podcasts is weird. Let's go back to the crew. This is Third Bay Problems.
So there, man, Singapore Beyblade. I really am surprised and I'm happy. I'm happy that things are different, that we learned something new today. Amazing.
I like hearing stories from an actual region. Diba? They're a legit region, guys, because they're on the app. So it's like, ganun pala. This is what it's like when your region is supported by Takara Tomy and you answer directly to the mother base, essentially.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised na medyo hirap din talaga. Akala ko tayo lang hirap. Pati pala sila hirap sa claiming dun. So
Yeah.
it's not just a thing. Like, it's not a local thing. It really depends on the distributor talaga. And that plays, and that just kind of just instills on me how important in distributors, how their distributors should talk to the community is, because they don't seem so frustrated, right? They don't seem frustrated at all. Even if delayed sila minsan with their claiming, they seem to have a really good relationship with their distributor and their cafes.
It brings a new definition to rare bay get. Because even for them, sometimes the bay do be rare to get. Let's go on to our time-tested segments. I know that all of y'all look forward to the discussions we have here on Third Bay Problems. Let's talk about one of the newest Beyblades that came out. Last week, we covered Meteor Dragoon. Rockhart, this week, let's talk about Mummy Curse.
So, Mummy Curse, we got it a little early, I think, right? Maybe a few days right after release. So we had a lot of fun with it. Man, it looked weird. But the first thing that you'll notice when you launch it, ang laki niya sa stadium. It's huge when it actually lands on the stadium.
It's like Clock Mirage. It's like it doesn't even belong in this generation.
Like the pockets don't seem to be proportionate to what this Beyblade is.
Barely
Don't
fits.
get me wrong, it still gets pocketed, but it has a really high chance of just bouncing out of there.
Yeah.
Which is odd for me.
Quickly, let's talk about the physical specs of one such Beyblade. It comes in two colorways, the O1 and the O2. It is generally weighted around 37 grams, plus minus.
Yep.
Sometimes they weigh a little more. And that's why we're saying it's such a huge presence on the stadium. Its profile is like Hunt, or I don't know. It has kind of like a squarish round shape with one protruding like tongue. People call it a tongue. I call it a dingle. It's got that crit point which protrudes at high RPMs.
It does. And that's maybe one of the things that will give you the illusion that it's big, but it really is. It's a four-sided blade, and the size is pretty solid. I
You
gotta
think
say,
it's
the size
big
is
because it's big.
it really is big. I mean, bigger than it is because it's
Yeah.
already big. Then it becomes a little bigger because on high RPM, that lip does kind of just protrude. And
Yeah.
it's not just for design as well. It does provide some solid hits.
It's actually impressive because it's shaped like a night mail. Somebody mentioned that it looks like a night mail in that it's so big and then bulbous and is such a presence that adding that crit point sure does take it off balance, but it just makes those crits all the more lethal. Let's talk about initial builds, right? We did say we had a lot of fun with it, both in testing and playing it in and against our pods. Some initial builds, people like putting either big ratchets on it or almost no ratchets on it. So the big ratchets qualify for what, the 7-point ratchet, 770, 760,
Yes,
so that you're just more of a
absolutely.
presence. And then people put balance bits on it. Did you see this, Rockhart? People put point or hexa.
Yes, that was the initial bit testing as well. It's really good. It's heavier. Because you do want to just knock Beyblades out of the park. Use your weight. You know what they say. You've got something. You got to flaunt it, and that's
You gotta use
exactly
it.
what the Mummy Curse is doing. Yeah.
If you, ito yung example of if you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't get to use the dingle, you just run out of steam and you spin out and then you lose. Besides big weight and like stable movements in point and hexa, have you seen this? Have you seen the wedge build?
Oh no, I haven't seen the wedge build. I'm a little scared to put wedge on it, honestly.
Because again, the weight and the shape might kind of like displace, no, the bit lock
Yeah.
free wedge. But here's the thing: have you heard of using it with the one pointed ratchet, so 160 or 170, and then putting
Yeah, I
it in
do.
the opposite of the dingle?
Exactly. It sounds counterproductive, but in high RPM and mid RPM situations, it actually just balances everything out, and you can get some really insane outspins. Although the attack is right there. Like, I think you don't need the one side. You don't need to put the one on the where the lip is if, for instance, it's already protruding anyway. Like, you don't need the, you don't need to reinforce it any further. Just balance out in the late game, and sometimes you do get those wins. That's exactly what I was gonna try next because I've been using it with 170, rush, and sometimes point as well. Those are my initial builds on it.
Yeah, so it sounds like speed is key here. To use the dingle, to use its shape to bully Beyblades. Let us know what builds you have so far in Mummy Curse. We don't exactly see it as a meta game-changing Beyblade. To go to at best, it's what, bro? Like a B plus?
B plus. Some people will swear that it's A plus, but not yet. Not quite there yet.
Okay, let's put it into perspective. Better or worse than Golem Rock?
Definitely a little worse. I would say Golden Rock. Some people would say is like X tier, S tier. So yeah, Golden Rock does have its own thing, the recoil. So I guess they're like two sides of a different coin. I don't know how to say that.
Better or worse than Tyranno Beat?
Oh man, still I think Tyranno is still great with the down smash. I think the Tyranno beat craziness of it's just suddenly gonna spew out some down smash out of nowhere
Okay,
will still put it higher.
this last better than or worse than will blow your mind. Better than or worse than Soul Eclipse?
All right, I think I will say better,
There it is.
right?
Yeah, no one solved Soul Eclipse yet. So take our word for it. For those of y'all who This is just me picking fights with Solar Eclipse mains. I'm just rage baiting Solar Eclipse users. Let us know what your findings are on Mummy Curse and what builds you've been using. Put it in the comments. Speaking of builds, let's go into a crowd favorite. Of course, this is one of the main reasons why y'all watch Third Bay Problems and listen to Rockhart Nye's hijinks. It's Rate My Deck. All right, let's run through a handful this week. You guys have been cooking. Saying what's up to Iggy Enriquez. Hindi ako marunong magbasa. Iggy Enriquez. What's up? Homie took third place in a Bouncy Dragon tournament with 116 players. Hey.
Damn.
Wow. Congratulations. Did not expect to love Meteor Dragoon as much. But here's his deck. All right. Rockhart and I will judge it. Let's see. Wizard Rod 160 Hexa. Shark Scale 170 Rush.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Meteor Dragoon 180 level.
Solid 9.5. Like, what the heck is this? This looks so good that I actually personally want to try this deck.
Since when did you become a MDG stan, bro? What happened?
No, he's going one. He's the one-sided deck, bro. We've been talking about this for a long time.
Okay.
Right?
Just on the principle of fun, you give it a 9.5.
Yes. Actuality 9 probably, or an 8.5. But yeah, I love it. I actually am loving this. I will, yeah.
Okay, you know
100%. 180 and 170, and other 70 and 80 height ratchets are super underrated.
Okay, let me join you on this one. I'll give it a 9. All right. Ray Ash is a fan of 1 point ratchets too. He's the one who actually told me about the Mummy Curse reverse dingo situation. So
right.
So what are we saying? 9, 9.5?
9, solid 9.
Okay, Iggy, you get a 9. I'm excited. I might try this. Does anyone have like a 180? If anyone has like an extra 180, hand it over to me and Rockhart. Okay, we will take it at the next fight club.
We're buying.
Thank you.
Buying, man. Yeah.
Here we go. We got MLD Oban. This is an internet name.
It's a little hard.
MLD Oban. Here's the deck. Hover Wyvern 770 Wedge. Cobalt Dragoon 755 Elevate. Shark Scale 960 Kick.
I'll give it an 8. Not super confident about the Wedge Hover Wyvern. Might as well just go ahead and low rush it or rush it or swap out the kick. Your Shark Scale on 960 Kick. Again, Shark Scale on Kick, we already talked about this earlier, is underrated. More people need to try Kick on their Shark Scales. But it's, the Hover Wyvern is already like a spicy bay already. You're going to burst, probably. You're going to hit a lot of times. And you don't want to hit if you're Wedge, right? Like, isn't that the point? Like, you're trying to stay alive.
Yeah, you're trying to recoil hit back.
Yeah.
I give this, what did you give it?
It's like an 8 for me.
It's very generous. I was going to give it a 7. And I think I wouldn't even enjoy it at a 7. I'm worried about that Hover Wyvern Wedge, as mentioned. Bursting is the worst thing. 755 Elevate on CDG sounds like an Uomi build. It sounds like his Ghost Circle birthday cake build.
Yeah, it does.
The reason why, here's the thing, folks. The reason why people did CDG 455 Elevate was because there just was no better ratchet at the time. This was like 6-8 months ago when people just weren't sure what they could do with CDG anymore. But why do you put 755? Like, what's the reason? I've never seen a 7 ratchet on CDG Elevate.
It feels like it's just gonna, hit the ground or something. That's what it feels like.
It's too big, too heavy for its own good. And then that Shark Scale might actually be the safest bay in this list. So 7 for me.
It is.
8 for you, Rockhart?
8 for me. That's
okay,
fine. Yeah.
All right.
It's a usable deck, I think.
Good cop, bad cop. Ab de la Cruz or AB de la Cruz, 14. AB de la Cruz 14. His semi-kadiliman deck. His only kinda dark deck. Shark Scale 360 Wedge. Hover Wyvern 960 Rush. Wizard Rod 160 Low Orb.
He did exactly what I said earlier. Like, he put the Hover Wyvern on the Rush. So very good. Shark Scale on Wedge suffers the same fate as the Hover Wyvern earlier that was on Wedge. These are technically attack based. I have personally tried Shark Scale on Low Orb and on Hexa. Hexa just feels like the right way to go here. 8 for me. 7.5. This is a bit harder to pull off, and it has higher burst potential for me.
That's the part I hate. Folks, I don't know if you've watched the episode or you heard me say this out loud. Bursting is the worst for me. My smile is bigger when I get extremed. If I burst,
Yeah, that's fine.
mm-mm.
It's Leo saying, man, bursting is the worst thing. There you go.
There you go.
This is his personal saying.
Put it on a shirt.
Put it on a shirt.
Bursting is the worst thing. What did you give it? 7.5?
It's 7.5. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a 6. Again, the safest bay here is that Hover Wyvern 960 Rush. I have started to phase out Wizard Rod 160 Low Orb as much as we've won so much with Totoy Like It Tech. It's just not the thing in 2026 anymore. It's just too dangerous of a bay. It's so easy to get sniped out. I'll give it a 6.
All right, fair enough.
You'll
get there, AB.
Yeah. AB, good luck with yours. I hope you win with that. We got one last one for Rate My Deck this week. Silverlock Gaming Channel. He's a newbie. They're a newbie. Here's the deck. Shark Edge 560 Underflat. Dranbuster 160 Rush. Hell's Brave Wheel 965 Point. Question.
I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here that he just doesn't have all the parts yet. Right?
No, wait. Here's a question. Homie has an underflat.
UF.
Why do you not have a shark
That means
scale?
he has a shark scale. Yes. Where is your shark, bro?
What's the situation?
I mean, I respect the off meta. You gotta respect the off meta players.
This is very off meta.
Extremely off meta. But if you have the option to go for it, it just statistically wins more. But if you want to rate this deck specifically, yeah, 5. Grandbuster is respectable for me. Everything else feels like you're just scouring for parts. I mean, no offense.
Yeah, no, again, that might be the situation, right? And if that is the way, it's okay to get a 5 out of 10. Did you say 5 out of 10?
6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I mean, the Dran is respectable. I would use this Dran, honestly.
Okay. You know what? I'll say 6 out of 10 too. Okay, so you get 2 6 out of 10s from Rockhart and I, but here's why. Here's why it's okay. There's no way but up. If you do find, that shark scale, if you don't have one, replace a shark edge. If you get a 960, use the 960. You know what I mean? If you find a blast, upgrade to the blast. But that is basically Rate My Deck for this week. Now it's your turn to judge us. Let's do some Deck of the Week, Rockhart. What you got? Let people know what you're playing so they can prep and meta against us. and you can just judge what we play.
Yeah, I know we already mentioned a little bit of our stuff earlier, but then I opened up my my deck box and I realized this was actually what I'm running. I don't know if you can see this. There you go. So it's Wizard Rod first on 160 Wedge. Just feels good to use recently. I don't know why. I know it's burstable, but some practice can actually do it very much. Very good. Some good. Blast Emperor. I know a lot of people run this. It's on heavy, but it's on 960 Hexa.
So it's the build, not the build?
Not the build. It's the heavier build. I'm trying it out. It's lower, so it can kind of just go on deflection mode. So it's attack. It's balanced, right? It's Hexa balance, but it's more attack for me. And this is something I'm trying. Again, we're on the third base, so we're trying out new third base. Dragoon. 360 elevate. 370.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm gonna be on a 70 and 80 height kick in the next few weeks. So I'm gonna look for some good 70, 80 ratchets that might be flowing under the radar.
Mans is cooking. All right. Did not expect that. I did not expect that little code remix, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna be on a 70 ratchet kick. Here's my deck. We'll start with the 70 height ratchet that y'all know and love. Hover Wyvern 170 kick. Just I'm just a kicker man now. That's how it is. I'm also rocking Wizard Rod 160 Hexa. So
all right.
It's just the control.
All
bay.
reliable.
It's
Yeah.
You need that. And then here's the pied de resistance, the tour de force. A bay that Illuminato and I kind of co-piloted, like we both workshopped it last weekend. Shark scale 370 rush.
370 rush. What's up with the
It's-
370 rush? It's pretty high, isn't it?
It's okay actually. It's fake attack.
Yeah.
Because the way we
Fake
launch
attack.
it and the way we play with it is you stall hard and then you just get like 2 or 3 big hits in. You're able to destabilize most things, even like a wizard rod, and you outspin. If you pocket or extreme whatever, you burst, sure. But it's a control bay in an attack form. I'm
Is
so
it a flat
confident.
launch for this one?
No.
Or are you
It's
trying to
always
flat
tech.
launch, or
It's
is-
always tech.
Always tech.
Yep.
All right. You're trying to stall in the middle or something? Where are you trying to
To the
stall?
sides.
What's your target?
To the
side.
sides or to like the hard. You don't have to ride the rail. Like that's the thing is you can like kind of tilt it to the side, and it being tall kind of just like recoils most things. So try it out. You'll see what I'm
Cool.
talking about. That's deck of the week for Rockhart and I. Let us know your thoughts. We're about to get on out of here. Real quick, let me share with you guys what events are going down at Playcafe this week. Put up the photo. Events are running from Monday to Sunday. Again, you'll see there we have a pre-release for Lorwyn Eclipsed, among other events covering other games. We play on Match. We play Pokemon TCG. We play... what was that? We play Vanguard now. Vanguard is a thing in card in Playcafe. That's a card game we cover now. We play Gundam card game. I think I did see some... Is One Piece making a comeback? Cookie Run folks are always in the store.
Cookie Run.
Yeah.
One Piece actually sometimes so a lot of people are saying One Piece is starting to overtake Pokemon locally, so watch out for that.
We'll see.
They're on the
We'll
rise.
see. We'll see. Roll up to the store if you're a One Piece guy. Roll up to the store, see if you can find games. But for that, you might want to ask. You might want to send over a message to our Facebook page. That's at playcafebgc. Check it out. Send us a message. Check in. Are there One Piece players? Are there Pokemon players? Are there Unmatched players in there? Before you come visit us. A quick reminder: we are open from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. You can reach us on social media on these sites. Right there. Come visit the website, www.playcafe.ph. Come play with us. We have Beyblade running every Tuesday, every Friday night, every Sunday morning for kids, and then Fight Club happening to cap the week off late at night on Sundays. Rockhart, anything else before we wrap up?
Yeah, so there are going to be some news that we're going to cover soon because I got such exciting news. I'm sure you guys already saw it, saw the leaks. So yeah, I'm excited to see you guys, and we might we're going to be busy, but don't worry, we're going to see you still in the pods. All right, look for us in the pods. We're buying your 180. Just kidding, Leo is.
No, we both want 180. Speak for
I do
yourself.
want a 180. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I actually need another one.
We need. Oh, you have one?
I think I have one on the way from Uniaqua or something. I asked one for them, but they haven't responded.
FOMO. I don't have one.
I'm waiting for it.
I'm gonna get one now. I don't like not having 180.
So approach us when you see us on pods. Approach us and talk to us about Beyblade. We love to talk about Beyblade. Okay.
Peace out.
Yeah.
That's been another episode of Third Bay Problems by Playcafe. He's Rockhart. I'm Leo. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and y'all have a great week. Peace.